Hey, what up, what up, y'all? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Another live episode of Real Mojo Point of View and Sports Reviews with your boy, your host, with the most, the Real Mojo. What up, what up, what up, y'all? Alright, man. It finally happened. It finally happened. The bottom finally fell out from Skip Bayless and his debate format that I will give him credit he created. Undisputed, which started at ESPN with Cold Pizza, which morphed into First Take. You know what I'm saying? They tweaked it, made it better. But I think he found gold with the debate format. He's the father of the debate format, right? Then he really struck gold with Shannon Sharp. He really struck gold with Shannon Sharp. But he let jealousy, and I believe this wholeheartedly, he let jealousy get in the way of the success of the show. I mean, coming into the thing, everybody knew Shannon Sharp's personality was shit 100 times bigger than Skip's. Everybody know that, right? We all knew Shannon Sharp was a more likable personality, wasn't a troll and a hater. You know what I'm saying? Skip Bayless, and it could just be his character on TV for the show or whatever. But his character was a hater and a troll, right? So, and it's like dudes start firing back at him, Jalen Rose, people like that. You know what I'm saying? They start firing back at him. People start bringing up his stats from high school. I mean, people just start digging into him, right? After a while. What up, what up, what up? Who in the chat, man? Throw the thumbs up in there. Say what up. So people start, what's good, man? What's good? We talking about Skip Bayless, man. He's up out of there. He's up out of there. But you know, people start throwing back at him what he was throwing out. And listen, we're gonna be realistic. He made a living. He made millions and millions and millions off of dogging LeBron James. And anybody who was on LeBron James' team. He started calling Chris Bosh Bosh Spice and all that. Like saying LeBron got no heart. You understand what I'm saying? He just started going in. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in like I'm all over New York, New Jersey, Boston, Connecticut. I'm all up and down here. But you know, it's just like what he was doing was he built a fan base off of like the Floyd Mayweather model. Everybody knew Floyd Mayweather was the best. It got to a point where people started watching the fights just to see him lose. But what Skip didn't realize is one-on-one, you don't got to worry about nobody else but the opponent. There was no way Floyd was going to lose. But LeBron, on the other hand, LeBron had a bunch of bums on his teams. We're going to be realistic. Outside of Miami, LeBron had a bunch of bums on his team. He had a bunch of inconsistent people on his team until he got Kyrie over in Cleveland. And instead of going to 9 championships, they actually won one. But, Miami, they ended up winning 3. 3 out of 4, 3 out of 5 years they went, whatever. But we're gonna be real. Nobody has been to the finals that many times straight. But somehow Skip convinced his people, his fans, or whoever, whatever you want to call them, that we gonna dog LeBron for the better part of 2 decades. We gonna dog LeBron for 2 decades. And it worked, especially the last 10 years. The last 10 years, Skip Bayless made a lot of money, got a lot of ratings dogging LeBron. Because if you really think about it, on Undisputed, we're going to go with Undisputed. Skip Bayless mainly talked about LeBron James, Dallas Cowboys. Then in maybe the last 3 years, or 3 of the last 4 or 5 years, he started getting on the Tom Brady train. You know what I'm saying? So he was never, he never really strayed from the model. Listen, the Undisputed, that was the Undisputed business model. Had to put a cover on the back of my phone to keep it cool, because dude, it's crazy hot. Even though I got the AC on, hopefully y'all can hear good. But he made a living off of dogging LeBron, talking about the Cowboys, stuff like that, and that was like the gist of it. So, but he had Shannon Sharp. And I'm gonna tell you what Shannon Sharp did. I'm gonna credit Joy Taylor also. Shannon Sharp was such a personality, right? He just started throwing all type of stuff in the game. Black and Miles, do-rags, you know what I'm saying? Stocking caps, Henny, to the point where he did so much for Hennessy, he made his own brand. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't even think Skip Bayless understands that Undisputed run, where in First Take and Cold Pizza, it was his show and all that. I don't even think Skip Bayless understands when he was on Undisputed, his ass was being carried. He was being carried. Nobody was coming on Undisputed for Skip Bayless. Nobody was tuning in for Skip Bayless. They never won the ratings war against First Take in 12 years. So that means in Skip's whole 8 years, he never won the ratings war against First Take and Stephen A. Smith and them. Shannon Sharp was carrying Undisputed by itself. So even before so Shannon Sharp, he started his podcast and everything. And then when it was announced, because remember, him and Skip got into that I'm gonna say argument, but really what it was Shannon had just took over the show, took over everywhere they go when they do the show on the road for the Super Bowls and all that. Boom, everybody loves Shannon. Everybody loves Shannon, right? All the Skip's players. Skip is the biggest probably Cowboy fan and biggest delusional Cowboy fan I ever seen in my life. All his players love Shannon Sharp. That real era. Michael Irvin and all those dudes. Emmitt Smith, all those dudes. Because they played in the same era with Shannon Sharp. So he was losing handle of his own show. So he started to be disrespectful in a lot of ways. I used to see it on the show. He used to act like a baby. Oh, you're not gonna let me talk? Oh, you just gonna cut me up? Or like when Shannon was talking and making great points like he usually did, unbiased points, Skip would be cutting him off. You know what I'm saying? But it was that one fateful show when he disrespected Shannon by saying he was I guess jealous of Tom Brady. Shannon blew up. Skip's like, yo, put your glasses back on, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he just like took a Hall of Famer, somebody that self-admittedly, didn't do his best job as a father, as a companion or whatever, just so he could do his job great. Provide for everybody in his family to the best of his ability, right? He minimalized all that. Hey, hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button when y'all pull up. So he minimalized all that, right? All that. He minimalized all that. And that was the final straw for Shannon. That was the final straw for Shannon. You understand what I'm saying? Shannon, like, that was it. So I guess, and we all know how this shit goes. We know how this shit goes. Because I'm gonna get to his boy in a minute. So he says, well, he didn't say he had anything to do, but all of a sudden, FS1 not renewing with Shannon Sharp. And it could be a little contract because that turned into Shannon Sharp's show, Undisputed. So, but FS1 was not renewing with Shannon. Basically, they let him go. He put the word out. He put the bulletin out at the end of the summer. Maybe, I think it was at the end of the finals, the NBA finals. Correct? Last year. He was leaving. Went on there, still gave Skip credit, props, congratulated him, showed him love for putting him on, right? When nobody else would. After the man done shitted on you on national TV. Stephen A. Smith called him before the show went off air. Stephen A. already hitting his phone up. Yo, big boy. Yo, big boy. Listen, man. He saw the value. He knows Skip. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. We trying to get in the algorithm. Hit the like. Hit the share. Subscribe if you haven't already. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Throw 10 cents on the super chat. I just need the algorithm to start looking our way. Notice I didn't say mine, I said ours. Because we all in here rocking out. And we're gonna put this pod where the big pods is. What we trying to do, we trying to reach levels that normally they don't let us reach. But we're gonna reach them though. So anyway, Shannon Sharp signs with ESPN. His show's taking off. Club Shay Shay. He started another show with Chad Ochocinco Johnson called Nightcap. They already winning awards for the best sports show on the net. Shay Media. So basically right now, Shannon Sharpe is turning into, well, he has turned into, excuse me, a huge media outlet. Basically an unstoppable force. Club Shay Media, Shannon Sharpe, Ochocinco, whoever see this, hopefully y'all see this, holla at your boy, man. Put me on. On the low level, put me on. I don't even need no production. I do it right here where I'm doing it now. Just get your boy out there with y'all. Put your boy in y'all algorithm. I'll do the rest. So but I'm gonna tell you something interesting, very, very interesting, right? As Shannon Sharpe is on his way out the door, FS1. And this right here will tell you a lot of what you need to know. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. What up? This will tell you a lot of what you need to know. Colin Cowherd on Shannon Sharpe's way out. Hit him up. Yo, man, let's partner. Colin Cowherd is with the Volume Sports media conglomerate. I don't want you to work for me. You're too big to be working for somebody. Yo, check my videos from last year, and what did I say? Shannon Sharpe don't even need to sign with ESPN, FS1, or nobody, because what he did was he made himself a huge entity, right? He don't need none of them. He's probably making more money on his own from his own stuff than he's making from than he's getting paid from ESPN, who renewed him, gave him a new contract extension about, I say, a month ago. So Shannon Sharpe is good. Stephen A. Smith is about to negotiate the biggest contract in probably, well, I'll say like top 5 in ESPN history. I think Pat McAfee's is crazy. But Stephen A. Smith is negotiating $25 million a year right now. I don't know what Shannon got, but I'm pretty sure it ain't no pennies. So the odd person out is who? You guessed it, Skip Bayless. Who, might I add, when the word was put out that him and FS1 is done, ESPN immediately put a statement out. We're not moving anywhere with Skip Bayless. It's all documented. He was there before. He did a great job. He set a model for them that has went to number 1 and stayed number 1. Why wouldn't you want him to come back and do something? Because now ESPN is Stephen A. Smith's show now. Stephen, outside of the owners of the network, Stephen A. Smith is running that whole thing. He's telling people who to hire, who not to hire. I done put you on this show. I done put you on it. I done made you famous. I done made you seen. Stephen A. Smith's over there balling. Even though I'm not a huge Stephen A. Smith fan, the boy's getting busy. And he deserved the money. He deserved the money. So, and I'm going to tell you another thing, real interesting, right? Stephen A. Smith has a podcast. Skip got a podcast too. We're going to get to that in a minute. Stephen A. Smith has a podcast, right? And I believe it's called Undefeated, something like that. But he said he ain't talked to Skip since the news came out that Skip Bayless was and Fox Sports was done. Now, take your finger, put it on the red thing if you're watching the replay, and go back to when I just said As soon as they said Shannon Sharp lost his position with FS1, the first phone call was who? You guessed it. His boy, Stephen A. Smith. Now, all this is telling you a lot. All this character shit is telling you a lot about Skip. Now, they all say Skip is hell-bent on his job, on his work. Shannon Sharp once said, after he left FS1, him and Skip had no interaction. They would stay in their dressing rooms till it was time to go. On breaks, they go to their dressing rooms. There was no talking. They never went out nowhere. They never had dinner. Never had dinner in 6 years. Never had lunch in 6 years. Nothing off the set in 6 years. So that tells you a lot right there about Skip Bayless. It tells some people something else, but it just tells you a lot that he's not really able to carry. Explain to me how he's cool with Lil Wayne. He's more cool with Lil Wayne. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Than he is a person he works with every day for what? 6 years, 7 years, whatever the case may be. Explain to me how he's friends with Lil Wayne, but he ain't friends with Shannon Sharp, really. Nor Stephen A. Smith, really. Just explain that. I can't either. But anyway, y'all, he has a podcast, Skip Bayless. I never saw it. And I assume that's where he's gonna set up, because I mean he got plenty of money. On that podcast, he can have his own opinions with nobody back and forth. Because you got to think about it. Shannon Sharp was carrying the show, so everything he said, Shannon Sharp was intelligent enough and witty enough to fire back at it and take it and make it bloom into something. All the people he got on the show now, he got about 5 or 6 people on the show now. None of them can hold a candle to Shannon Sharp. None of them can hold a candle to Steve Smith. So, I mean, Skip pretty much ran out of viable options, because he can't have just one person sit down on that show, because he even tried it with Richard Sherman, who's a very intelligent guy, but Richard Sherman got a lot of hate in his heart. And I don't mean like he's a hater, but I mean he got like a lot of animosity. You know what I'm saying? Richard Sherman can't separate. Richard Sherman still want to challenge everything, like really challenge and be ups. Like, he just got a lot of animosity. His personality is not for the debate style, because sometimes it ain't really about your intelligence. Sometimes you playing a game. You playing a game up there. And Richard Sherman can't play the game. So, you know, I don't feel like... Well, I knew he wasn't going to be a good host. I knew it wasn't going to work. Keyshawn Johnson's good, but Keyshawn Johnson got his own podcast. And what Keyshawn Johnson done figured out, I believe Keyshawn got his own show on FS1 also, or another show or something like that. Or his podcast is but what Keyshawn Johnson figured out was what Shannon Sharp figured out. You the one with the relationships, the NFL relationships. Skip Bayless was ruining all that, because they looking at you like, yo, how you sitting up here with this dude who's disrespecting us, and he don't got no merit. He don't got no, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Keyshawn's more so separating himself and doing his own things. Keyshawn's really good on TV. Keyshawn's really good on TV. Keyshawn's really good on the internet, meaning new media style like this. Keyshawn's really good because he's a real dude. He got a real attitude. He's a street dude. You know what I'm saying? Not street, but he's a hood. He grew up in the hood, and I don't mean like gang banging and stuff, stupid shit like that. I mean, he had to walk home through whatever, and he made it. I believe Keyshawn Johnson got shot before. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of. He ain't like Steven Jackson, but you know, he's a lot like a lot of us that grew up in certain areas that you gotta basically survive. He just had a great gift, made it out. You know what I'm saying? And you can see where you can't play with him on certain things. You can't say certain shit to Keyshawn Johnson. So you know, that right there. And he was in the league. So that right there, he's like Steve Smith. So, you know, that gives him authenticity with a lot of these athletes. And if you really, because a lot of dudes don't mess with Shannon Sharp because he was all in with. I don't think personally he'll get another network job. I don't think he'll get another network job. I think he'll go and stay the new media route, because you know he can, you know, he can carry it. He can carry a show. Won't be a 4-hour show anymore, a 3-hour show, whatever. Probably be an hour and a half at best. But hey, better than nothing, man. Hey, listen, man. Like I said, this phone overheating thing got me all flustered up. But again, man, I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Appreciate everybody who pulled up for pulling up. It's time to start moving, y'all. It's time for the channel to start moving. We back on. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. But maybe tomorrow. But you, like I said, you will get the pre-show warning. Hit the like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you know when there is content coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Check the community tabs and all that good stuff. And it's gonna be some impromptu live. It's gonna be some pre-recorded shows. But like I said, man, we back and we about to get it cracking. All right, y'all. Peace out.